A historic track that hosted racing all the way up until 2003 in the NASCAR series, and then a little cup of coffee for the truck series during the mid-2000s and early 2000 teens, I believe. But still a place where you can race out on iRacing. This is North Carolina Motor Speedway, or otherwise known as The Rock. Yes, if you're an old school racer like I am, you know this track as The Rock, and we welcome you in tonight as we pay tribute to the great Martin Luther King Jr., the tribute race here at Rockingham Speedway. This is the Great Lakes Truck Series and the Black Horizon Truck Series here on Captain TV. Welcome in. I am the captain as we broadcast live for the first time ever, and it's my pleasure to say broadcasting live from the LMCgear.com broadcast booth. Of course, lmcgear.com. You can check them out right now for great camping gear and so much more. Thanks to Jim Herrick for his help on that. But thanks to also lmcgear.com here in the broadcast booth this evening as we get ready for 160 laps around this 1 mile oval that's D-shaped with a little kink there in the middle of the front straightaway. But as we get ready for some fun racing tonight, got some big news as we get ready to race in race number 2 of this series. Of course, race number 1, a wild one last week that was won by the 03 car, or I'm sorry, not the 03. I had his name right here in my head. I've lost his name in my head, but I'll get back to that here in a second. But this is race number 2 this evening. It's what happens when you try to multitask. You lose track of things. Bryson Clark, that's the gentleman who won this race on last Wednesday night at Daytona. So congratulations to him as this is race 2 tonight. But tonight we got a big announcement to put out there as we're getting ready to put qualifying on the air here around this speedway. But I wanted to get this out tonight. It's official that starting in February, recruiting will be happening for a brand new North American road course series. This series will be racing on Tuesday nights, and you will see it here on Captain TV on Tuesday nights with GT3 and LMP2 cars. Pretty much the same cars you'll see at the 24 Hours of Daytona this weekend if you watch any of those racing. But wanted to get that out there. Thanks to Sam Barnes for getting me the information and stuff. It'll start 10 o'clock on Tuesday nights, recruiting on the 16th of February. Again, those are some of the tracks you're going to see on the schedule. Watkins Glen, traditional Daytona road course, Road America, Sebring, just to name a few, including the Charlotte Roval down there at the bottom of the schedule. So make sure you stay tuned and be ready, because that is going to be fun coming up here later on this year. We get ready for some great road course racing here in the very near future. All right. Qualifying is underway for the race. Cars are out on track. Let's get the old black box up on the screen so you can see who's qualifying where. And you'll see Justin Laxton right now on the pole, I believe. Qualifying times aren't showing for some reason, but I can tell you he is up there on the pole. There we go. Got it fixed for you. But, yeah. Or maybe not. It was there for a second. Hey, he's on the pole right now. I can tell you and guarantee that. So, Laxton on the... Up! There goes the D machine to the pole. The guy that a lot of people said were the favorite for tonight's race. That is Christopher Dean. He is on the pole right now. A lot of people picking him on the Fantasy League, which, of course, you can go to GreatLakesSimRacing.com and do. You can go pick yourself some drivers before the first caution, which can come at either halfway, or if there's an accident here real early, you could see the caution for end the signing up for the Fantasy League that is underway right now. You can go to GreatLakesSimRacing.com. You can also get all the information on the league and so much more there, including all the teams that are a part of this series and more. Just go to GreatLakesSimRacing.com as we continue qualifying here. Got about 2.5 minutes to go, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to have a little fun here for a second. Let's go to GreatLakesSimRacing.com. As you see, I'm well prepared, and I'm going to see if I can get this website to pull up really quickly, and if I can, how about we do some fantasy pick 'em real quickly here? Yeah, I'm going to see if I can do this really quickly. I didn't sign up. Let's just pick a name. Let's go with, I'll go with what I know so I don't mess this up. Yeah, it's going to 11. I'm not going to tell you my password out loud. Not going to tell you my password out loud. It's pretty simple if you know me. And let's put my email in really quickly. Look how easy this is to do, by the way, to sign up for an email. Wada boo, bop, bam, bam, or registration. I'm in. All of a sudden, just like that. And let's see if I can get over to. I know it already exists. Let's go. Get me over to the fantasy pick'em. I'm in. Come on. I'm seeing if I can do this within the time that. Oh, I got to verify the email. Oh, this is good. Let's slide you over to this window now. Or actually, I can verify the email on my phone. Let's see if we can do it. I'm trying to do it before the race starts. So you just got to verify your email, which takes an extra couple seconds. No big deal, right? There's my verification email on my phone. Hit that. Verifying email. All right, so now I can go log in. Let's slide you back over on my screen. Qualifying still going on. So this is where all the information right here about the Fantasy League, yada, yada, yada. Let's submit picks for tonight. Now, I'm not going to be on the leaderboard here. So look at this. So I got $525 to spend on all these drivers right here. So who do I want to spend on for The Rock? All right, so we got to figure this one out pretty quickly here. So here we go. I'm going to make my picks. I'm going to go with, you know what? Calhoun's usually pretty good, so let's go him. So that gets me whatever 525 minus 173 is. It's like, let's go down here. Let's find some value picks here. How about... Look at this value pick right here. How about the Daytona winner? He's got some momentum probably. We'll go him. Let's go, you know what? Justin Laxton looks pretty good here tonight, so let's go here. That'll give me a little bit of less money, I think. How about let's jump back up here, and let's grab J.W. Miller. He's usually pretty solid here. How many picks do I have there? It's 4. I don't know how many I got left here. 1, 2, 3. All right, I got 4 drivers. So there we go. Submit. Up, too high. It gave me a warning. Too high. Oh, you know what? Cody Beatty. That's a money pick right there. Let's go Beatty and eliminate Bryson Clark. There we go. Picks are submitted. And just like that, you can do the same thing at GreatLakesSimRacing.com. Make sure you check that out. I did that in what? Under 5 minutes I picked. Don't pick me, Cody puts on the stream. Cody, I picked you, buddy. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the race. You're going to see the ticker going across the top of the screen. That has your starting lineup of Christopher Dean. He will start on the pole for this 160-lap race this evening. Alongside him going to be Justin Laxton there in the 53. Last season's champion, Zach Allman, will start there in the 3rd position. He didn't have the best of runs in Daytona. Alongside him, Colton Zimmer. Ricky Springer in the 51 car, the team Slinger Springer, going to start there in 5th alongside the Daytona winner, Bryson Clark. Robert Johnson and Brandon Trejembo in row number 4. Noah Mayari, Sam Barnes, row number 5. Lucas Josephson, Travis Aikavachi, row number 6. Ben Pierce, Dylan Thomas, row number 7. Tanner Long and J.W. Miller, the Mountain Dew Frostbite number 6, going to start in 16th. Dylan Glass and William Calhoun, otherwise known as Keith, will start there in 17th, 18th. Alan Best, Chris Evans in row number 10. Chris Evans sporting a Martin Luther King tribute scheme tonight. Dalton Carter, the youngest in the field, I believe, alongside Chip Park, Sean Peachin, and Tyler Brewer there in 24th. Row number 13, Michael Manberg alongside Seth Robbins. Drift going to start alongside Timothy Daly there in the 55. There's Cody Beatty in the 78. He'll start next to Eric Burrell. Blaine Sparling, Robert Lukens, Anthony Marshall, and Blake Howe going to make the 34 trucks that we are going to see on the screen as they start rolling off for 160 laps. So hopefully everything will cooperate. As you saw Monday night, if you watched the stream, nothing cooperated, and I got some big news to share on that tonight. But one-mile track. They used to host NASCAR racing back in the day. That is what we're going to see tonight. Some fantastic racing in store. Going to be a lot of fun. So sit back and enjoy old school truck racing, as I'm going to call it. Uh-oh. Pace car's going nuts. Here we go with the stuff again. Get off my screen. I'll fix it here in a second. Pace car is off. 160 laps here at the Rock, about to be underway. Here we go as we pay tribute to the great Martin Luther King Jr. You guys can hear the cars. Good. Dean's going to bring him off turn number 4. He will lead lap number 1. Zach Allman there in the second position. Justin Laxton, Ricky Springer, Colton Zimmer, your top 5. Which is interesting because back in the day, NASCAR all the way up until 2003, when they decided to, we got one car slow on the inside here. I don't know if he's just checking up for... There's people giving each other room. But back in the day, this used to be the second race on the NASCAR schedule. So it's kind of ironic tonight that this is the second race of this schedule here for the Black Horizon Truck Series season. There's the 51 of Ricky Springer, Colton Zimmer back here. How about Travis Sankavachi already up in the top 8? And throughout the season, or throughout the race tonight, I'll actually try to update you on how fantasy guys are doing, but obviously I got one guy in third. Got some pretty good racing back here with J.W. Miller, Mr. Tires, as I like to call him. Mr. Long Run, sorry, wrong name. Ride with him around this Rockingham Speedway. Let you see the map, and there is. That's what this track looks like. Now, back in the heyday of NASCAR, the Cup cars used to run 500 miles around here. Race would take about 4 hours to get done. We've got a battle up here around the Brandon Trujembo areas. He is almost, they're leaning on each other. Him and the 19 got close there of Colton Zimmer. But back in the day, this used to be a 500-mile race. They'd run 492 laps, and I think he's going to give him a, hey, I didn't appreciate you chopping my nose like that, dude. But then, of course, during the mid-90s, they actually became a 400-mile race. And then they raced here until 03, and that's when they replaced this race with the Auto Club Speedway Spring Race. Then they came back, ran some truck races here, and then I think the track's still sitting there again. I think the Cars.com Tour Series runs there. The Dean leads up there right now, 0.6 of a second over Zach Allman. Go back here to William Calhoun, him and Dylan Glass. And that number 16, awesome looking paint scheme there on both those trucks. Just listening to the audio of myself, make sure everything's good. Can you guys hear the car pretty well? Just like to always check. Oh yeah, I can hear them. Having a little bit of blinking issues, and I know that's not my end. Or maybe it is my end. Oh boy, I don't like that. I have a way of fixing that. This is what it was doing Monday night. Just turn some things off real quickly that I can turn off really quick, and it should come back to life on me. There we go. I think we're good. Sorry about that, guys. It was good for a while. All of a sudden, it just kind of went back to... So basically, this will lead me to the announcement, I guess. This is a good little segue, they call this in broadcasting. Basically, last night, met with... this continues to happen now. Give me a second. It's just a matter of what's going on is my computer's taking on too much, and it overloads is basically what it's doing here. That's why I just got to turn it down a little bit. You're going to see a couple cars that say out of the race after 30th place. Just ignore that. That is not the case. They are on track still. As one car smoke I thought I saw there. Now, with that said, I was starting to announce this, but the TI Racing League, of course, you know the IndyCar series I broadcast for on Monday nights as the leaders are starting to work their way up towards lap traffic here. Pass here for 5th. Look at Travis Icavacci underneath the 28 of Trujembo. What I was starting to say, though, was I met with them last night after what was probably one of the worst broadcasts I've ever had because the computer just went absolutely nuts. The IndyCars, it just doesn't get along with right now. Well, we talked and worked out a deal, actually, where in a couple weeks, come February probably, I will actually be broadcasting on a brand new computer. When they said that they wanted to do that, it shocked the living hell out of me. I'm going to be honest with you. And it humbled me and made me very thankful because I'm not one that's going to take things like that. It's like I don't like to say yes to something like that, but it made me like almost tear up because it was like, man, these guys really want to help me like that. So we worked the deal out and stuff, and they're gonna take care of it and stuff. And so in February here, for you guys got to put up with this for a couple weeks, but then after that, I'll be on some brand new stuff. And we'll really get this broadcast rolling. So be ready for some fun when that time gets here. You see Drift going underneath Seth Robbins there in the 44 truck. That is for the 23rd position there. Seeing some trucks blinking out here. I don't think that's me. So thank you to TI Racing. And as part of the deal, obviously, as you see down in the bottom of the race info, if you want to check out lmcgear.com, make sure you do so. They're down at the bottom of the screen. I am in the lmcgear.com broadcast booth as we air tonight's Black Horizon Truck Series race number 2 here, the MLK Tribute Race. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And as we get this battle on, Lucas Josephson here underneath the 28 truck of Trujembo. He's lost a few spots already. J.W. Miller's gone by. Zimmer's gone by. Lucas also another good value pick if you wanted to go with somebody in a fantasy league. That would not be a bad option because with Lucas, he seems to always find a way to get up there and run towards the front. Now, I couldn't help but notice, did something happen to... This isn't accurate. Okay. Let's say I was trying to see, did something happen to Justin Laxton and I missed it? It's got him showed blue here a lap down. Is that accurate? No, he's up there with the leaders. I think he's running P3. Some reason I think that whole grid thing is messing up a little bit, but anyways, Dean leading. Zach Allman, you got Ricky Springer here in 3rd. And then there is the 53. So I think the 53 is actually in 4th right now. But again, with the whole computer thing, this is part of the issues. But we have been green for all 23 laps so far in this race. Let's go back here to the 11th position. Dylan Glass underneath Noah Mayari, and he's got it. Oh, that's close. Oh, contact with Calhoun. That turn 2, that is the corner you're going to have to watch tonight, because you will see potentially some wrecks right there. It gets very tight. The corners are wide at the Rock, and then, of course, it tightens down coming out of that corner. Matter of fact, you see a little bit of a crinkle there in that right rear of that 99. The battle here for second carries on as Allman tries to hold off the 51. That is not the camera I wanted. Here we go. Back to the 18 truck. The Florida driver, Season 2 champion. A very bumpy track there in 3 and 4 there. Just all those bumps down to the front straightaway. And there is your leader, Christopher Dean, who has led all 27 laps. Had one guy in this race tell me this 48 truck was the car to watch, or truck to watch, tonight. And he has definitely shown it, out to a 2.5 second lead. The Milwaukee Mile winner took 2 seasons to get that first victory after the first win of the season, or the first race of the series' existence at Talladega 2 seasons ago. This man was 1 corner away from winning it and got passed by his teammate Chris Evans and lost the race. And it took him that long to get back to victory lane for the first time. And of course tonight, that Franklin barbecue truck looking pretty solid. As we are 30 laps in, caution free so far. Tire's going to be a premium here. So we'll see when pit stops start happening. I do have the pit lane, the pit road stuff is back working again for me, which is good news. There's Ricky Springer, the Georgia driver, up there in the 3rd position. Oh, somebody's up against the wall there. One of the lap trucks right ahead of the leaders here. That is the 55 truck of Timothy Daly. Probably mirror driving maybe a little bit and just got worried about other trucks being around him. And oh, the 40 truck smacks the wall there. The Tyler Brewer in the Busch Light truck. Ride with Travis Ikebachi, and this is different looking. I don't remember being as far back in the seat, but okay. Kind of a wide zoom angle here. Look how bumpy this track is. Bang, but bang, but bang. As they go by the 53 truck, Justin Laxton starting to fall back. That's Bryson Clark going to the 4th position. Ikebachi going to go to 5th. I want to go back to the first lap of the race. Never mind, that's what that was. Never mind. It said Chris Evans had crashed, so I wanted to see what it was, but it was nothing. My apologies. You see these guys working past the lap truck here, and here comes J.W. Miller in that 6 truck. The guy that's usually the best on the long runs. Hey, look at that, 23 viewers tonight. Appreciate you guys watching. Try to get that up to 30. That'd be awesome. Hit that subscribe button if you're a new viewer tonight. As you're watching the battle for 4th, Travis Ikebachi. Oh, don't sleep on this guy. Travis having a big run tonight. Travis has seen his share of struggles in his first 2 seasons. And here tonight, he is definitely showing he's got some speed to compete tonight potentially get a top 5 or even a win as the battle continues here. Bryson Clark under attack. Or I'm sorry, that's not Clark. That's the 53 of Laxton. Great racing going on throughout the field. Let's go back here to 15th position. There's Brandon Trujembo in this really cool number 9 Menards paint scheme. Kind of a throwback look there. That 9 being driven by Florida's Robert Johnson. Behind him there, you got the Tanner Long 42 truck. Here comes Robert. He's going to go underneath the Trujembo in the 28. Makes the pass. Back here, J.W. Miller has gone past the 19 of Colton Zimmer. So J.W. Miller is starting to work his way up through the field. As I mentioned, the older tires. He's past the 73. He's past the 19 here in the last couple laps. Now going to set sights on that number 13 of Ike Avachi. Up ahead here. J.W. started 16th, has worked his way to 11th. And now the 19 is going to come back after him. Here comes Colton Zimmer. Going to let him go by. And I think we're going to see some pit stops happening potentially. Look out the bottom of the screen. Justin Laxton is already on pit road. Here comes the 53 and the team slinger Chevrolet Silverado up there in the top 10. Ben Pierce coming to pit road. So basically, if you've never watched the pit stop screen here on the bottom, when the screen turns white like it is, or the names are white and you see the numbers, that is how long they're on pit road for. When the pit sign changes, once the pit stop's completed, the pit sign will change to the amount of time their pit stop was. Laxton kind of slid through his pit stop a little bit. As you see, also Bryson Clark coming down pit road here. You see a 15.8 there on Justin Laxton. Here comes Bryson Clark on the pit road. The RST, let's see if I can get you a better angle. Wrong angle. Nah, you're not going to get that angle either. There you go. Left side tires going on. Pierce with a 14.7 and Bryson Clark 14.6. Now you're easily going to lose a lap, if not 2 laps, coming off pit road here, because this pit road is very long. Speed, I believe, is 40 mile an hour on pit road. And you cross that blue line and come on back on the track. There's Christopher Dean right there. So he's literally about to put Lax at about 2 laps. He is 2 laps down right now. So here's the situation you're looking at right now, though. Laxton is going to be super fast coming on the off the track here. Let's watch Laxton here. Watch him pass these cars. Excuse me. Pardon me. New tires coming through. Excuse me. Him and Bryson Clark here are just going to work their way through. This track is a tire grader. Basically, it's in the Sandhill area of North Carolina, and this track is covered with sand and all that stuff, and it just eats up the tires like I can go through a meat lover's pizza from wherever. You got more pit stops happening. Here's Trujembo coming to pit road in the 28. A little bit of right side damage on that truck you see back there at the rear end. Well, the one comes out. Oh, when you pull out too far and you knock the wall down. Josephson's in, and Alan Best. Sean Peachin is in. Michael Manberg, I believe. 25, I like it. Let's get that viewer count up, guys. Go tell a friend to tell another friend. Let's get them up. Let's get up 30. I've not had a 30-plus person broadcast yet. Let's get it. Let's get to 30. And here come the leaders down pit road. Dean, Allman, Springer, Ikavachi, right at lap 48. Let's watch Dean's pit stop here with the Franklin barbecue truck. Right side tires going up. Left side's on. You see a lot of the other trucks leaving. And there he goes. 14.7 for him, 14.9 for Allman. Good stops for most of these guys. The leader going to be Dylan Glass right now. And Dylan's going to come to pit road right now. And caution is out. Caution has come out. We have a wreck. And it is Bryson Clark. The 73 has gone around. Apparently, I'm trying to get to him. Looking for Bryson. And some reason it's gone to replay. I didn't click a button about a replay. Come on, producer. There we go, Bryson Clark. Let's see if we can find out what happened to him real quickly here. I don't see any damage on his 73, but it showed him being the reason for the caution. Right in the middle of green flag pit stops, all this breaks loose at the Rock of all places. Here he goes down to turn 3. You got, oh wow, right in front of Zach Allman's involved. Oh! So Zach Allman gets into it with a lap truck, it looks like, coming off of pit road here. Oh! Looks like the lap truck there on the bottom, I think that was the 55, just went at a bad angle going into turn 3 and came up the track, and then Allman had to crank right and went up into the 40 into the wall. And that is going to change the dynamics of this race already. So, right now I'm showing Dylan Glass as the leader, and he's still got a pit. And I'm only seeing 7 cars on the trucks on the pit road, or on the lead lap here. And Dylan is staying out here. Dylan did get his pit stop in, so we're just waiting for everything to update itself here. There goes, I believe, the lucky dog. I'm trying to see who that was, 20-something. All these trucks here are going to get wave arounds, basically, up to, yeah, look at this. Look at this long line of trucks. That was the leader way back there. So here it is, 21 truck is the first truck a lap down. Sean Peachin is in, it says 23rd. I don't know if that's accurate. Maybe it is. We got a whole bunch of confusion going on. Listen in the conversation here with some of the guys. I think one guy thinks, yeah, they've got one to go here. So get ready for this. Watch all these trucks take the wave around. Basically, they got to cycle all the way around until Dylan Glass is the leader of the race. All of these trucks. They might, they're talking about delaying the green potential here, which might not be a bad idea in this situation. So Robert Lukens is going to line up second. Let's see what we got here. Situation. Okay, so Dylan Glasses, they did delay the green here, so this will allow me to set this up a little bit. So out of all this confusion, Dylan Glass leads in the Lazy Day Racing's USA truck. Cool truck there. The 42 of Tanner Long is second. Michael Manberg is now third. Robert Lukens 4th. Dalton Carter is 5th. Christopher Dean is 8th. He is on the lead lap. Colton Zimmer, as they're checking up over here for some reason. So it looks like most of the leaders are going to restart back here near the 10th position-ish when it's all over with. And we're going to go green this time by pretty much every truck that took a wave around is going to be back there a single file in this restart. And I think Christopher Dean was the lucky dog, so that is why he is falling to the back right now. I think I've got all that accurate. All right, pace cars. Here we go. Pace car is going to pull off. We're going racing. There he goes. And Dylan Glass is the leader of the race here. Lap number 54. We go back racing. This is part of it when you have pit stops and things like that. Shenanigans can happen, unfortunately. And that's what we got here. Glass takes off there, gets a good restart there. The 42, Tanner Long up to second. Robert Lukens. And how about this number 7 truck of Blake Howe, the Voodoo Chevrolet. Looking pretty good. And up here comes the 51 of Ricky Springer. Springing his way up through the field here, bringing Dalton Carter with him. Tyler Brewer, unscheduled pit stop for him on pit road as Springer looks underneath the 2 truck for position. Oh, who that? The 2 almost got ran over by the 7. We almost had an energy drink on energy drink contact. That would not have been good. And the truck on the move is Springer. Look at this guy is. We got trouble. Turn 2, Chris Evans. If I can pick him up, there he is. Chris Evans is wrecked off turn 2. Chris Evans toes to pit road. I'm sure he's not happy. Let's see what happens here. If I can get it, because unfortunately there's some trucks that are not going to show up on my screen. Let's see if we can see it over here in turn 2. Maybe we will. Oh, the 44. I think I saw Alan Best in it. The 59 is in it. Blaine Sparling, as I mentioned, Evans in it. Unfortunately, it's not going to get all of it because of. Yeah, there's the 44. Alan Best down there in the bottom in the corner. So caution out for the second time. So we'll regroup here, and I'm going to work on a couple things real quick and update some stuff. We're going to step away for a quick second, and we're going to go commercial for a minute here, and we'll come back. We'll have more racing here from The Rock next on Captain TV. Back we are at the Rock in a little bit of a developing story here. Look at the right side of Christopher Dean's truck. The 48, some damage on the right front wheel of this truck. And we'll see how much that plays a role. Obviously, he played a role a little bit in that accident. Not sure exactly what all transpired there, but you saw the 52 got turned into the situation there of Alan Best. So we do have some trucks a lap down because of the accidents and had to tow and stuff. So, but we're about to go racing, less than 100 to go. And Dylan Glass going to be the leader. Seth Robbins taking his truck behind the wall. Blaine Sparling's behind the wall. Alan Best behind the wall. They join Tyler Brewer and Chip Parks, who are all behind the wall also. As here we go, back to racing at lap 61. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Close back here for third as Tanner Long drove up almost into Lukens here. Lukens driving a, looks to be maybe a Kevin Harvick throwback a little bit there with that gray and black paint scheme with Craftsman on it. Got Virginia Tech on the side quarter there. And how about this guy here, Michael Manberg, as I mentioned, in that 2 truck, a little bit of damage in that Rogue Energy Chevrolet. He's doing a great job here. These trucks still on pit road, getting damage fixed out there as J.W. Miller starting to roll his way up through the field up to the 9th spot, bringing Robert Johnson and Noah Mayari with him. William Calhoun, Bryson Clark in the 73, who was involved in that accident just a minute ago. Here's Travis Icavacci, the man that gained a lot of spots early in that run. And here comes Dean, that truck not being affected, it looks like, by the damage. And I see damage on the 13 also. So he must have been involved in that second caution. D-Machine looking underneath the 88 there of Josephson, not able to take the spot away. That's back at 15th position right now. As a pass for the lead happened a minute ago. I didn't get a chance to catch it, my bad. But the good news is I can go back and find it and show it to you. But Ricky Springer has gone to P1. Let's go back here and watch. Happens at lap 63. There's the pass right there. Springer and the team slinger number 51 to the front. For some reason, I've been noticing YouTube's been messing up with chat. Let me go down here because for some reason when I'm on top chat, it will not show me anything. But, you know, I just moved over to live chat here. All right, nice. Appreciate that. Ryan Herkin watching, Robert Smith watching tonight, and Baskin Robbins makes an appearance. Takes the blame. That's racing, brother. Those kind of things happen. Let's go back live. So Springer's pulled out to a 1.5-second lead. As Robert Lukens up here in the 3rd position, looking to catch Glass here. This is going to be a battle for 2nd. Robert having a great run tonight as clouds start to come over. Some great racing going on at the Rock, just like the good old days of the early 90s when you'd watch Darrell Waltrip and those guys race hard at this track. Let's go back here. J.W. Miller just made a move on Michael Manberg, took that position away. Going to come up on Tanner Long. William Calhoun also starting to come through the field, the Season 1 champion, formerly known as Keith. Dave Rowe watching. Shout out to Dave. Thank you for watching, my friend. I know, Dave, you've been through some rough times lately, brother. We're here for you. Glad to have you watching tonight. Here comes Dalton Carter in that 3 truck, looking pretty good. Oh, caution. We got trouble on the track. Looking for it on my screen. I don't see it. I heard somebody yell sorry. And I think it happened right here near Christopher Dean. So let's stay in this area. And let's go back and see what happened here. Oh, right there. Dean gets into Ika Fachi. I think saved it. Let's back it up just a little bit. Dean just gets in deep. And netcode, actually, there's a little bit of space there. And look at that. Travis saved that truck. Unbelievable. Nice save. As leaders are on pit road, let's go watch it. Should be 4 tires and fuel for everybody. Some trucks probably going to get some damage fixed, so on and so forth. And Springer going to easily win the race off pit road. And look at old Drift. I think Drift going to strategize here and come out second. And some trucks have stayed out. They only have 4 sets of tires in the pits here, laying. So you got to be careful with how much tires you use right now. You've used 1 set already under with the green flag pit stops that started. And now you're sitting here potentially leaving yourself 2 sets of tires to get you the last 80 laps of the race. Some looking here for a second. Let's talk to this guy. Yeah, let's have a chat. We're not quite one to go yet. Hey, Tanner Long, you got a copy? I'm here. Let me just want to make sure I get your audio on here really quickly as Tanner joins us here. Tanner, you decided to stay out there. Talk about strategy-wise here as you're about 4 laps from halfway. What's going through your mind right now as you are, well, one, you got the clean air, but just working tire strategy for the finish?
Yeah, I think my strategy is I'm a moron. This is not going to be good, y'all. I thought that we haven't been green for too terribly long. I honestly just thought more people would stay out and that I'd have a buffer between myself and the fresh tires.
Well, the good news, look at the positives. You do have more tires saved over, so you're good to go. But
at the end of the field.
From one moron to another, apparently. Good luck, and maybe we'll talk in victory lane later.
Hey, 3, how old are your tires?
Hey, I appreciate it.
All right. He called himself a moron. That's not nice. I don't remember what channel he was in. Uh-oh. Tanner, what channel were you in? No, it is Scala. What channel were you in? No, what channel was that, Tanner? I'm sorry. Thank you. Lazy Days. There we go. He couldn't hear me. So, what a jump that was. He gone. Nice jump by Tanner. And the 3 of Carter going to get the jump here to second. Sean Peachin trying to get around him. Here comes the fresh tires into the 3, and that wrecks Sean Peachin. And that brings out the caution again. The 51 of Ricky Springer made the move to the outside and got into the side of the 3 truck. And Sean Peachin nowhere to go. Sean has had some terrible luck in the last few weeks. Good luck with that. Let me know if I find that one out, my friend. Look at that move. Very aggressive move. I mean, maybe a little bit more patience, but you know what? It's racing. That's what you do on fresh tires. You got to go. So we'll let you be the judge on this one. I'm not going to criticize either or. But watch the 51. He has fresh tires. He's the first one on tires. Goes to that high lane. 3-car got a little loose there in mid-corner. And Sean made the move to the bottom, and bam. Looks like no one else, I think, was involved. Hey, better yet, Black Horizon. What do I got to do to get some adult beverages at my place? I'm in Georgia. I don't think it's possible, probably, is it? I mean, let me know if there's something in a store somewhere. I've looked around in grocery stores here to see if I could find any Black Horizon stuff. I would gladly support. So Justin Laxton is coming to pit road. Sean Peachin is in. Dalton Carter's come in. So these guys mostly getting damage fixed and stuff. Hey, we're up to 26. Are we going to get to 30? Everybody go get 2 friends right now. Go text a friend. Go into your Discord, into TeamSpeak, wherever you are right now. Go get some friends and bring them over to on the stream, and then tell them to subscribe so that they know that tomorrow night we'll be on short track racing. Have this ship fed. Well done, Robert. I might know somebody who works at FedEx. But I should mention I'm broadcasting tonight from the newly renovated LMCgear.com broadcast booth. You can check out the link down there at the bottom. For LMCgear.com. Of course, check out some of their gear and stuff there. They're sponsored the broadcasting booth, and appreciate LMC Gear for being a part of this. And also Black Horizon Brewery, of course, the sponsor of this truck series for season number 3. Appreciate them coming on board as we continue to watch this series just grow from the start. All right, about to go green here. Lap number 82, 78 laps to go. Just listening, got a lot of race chat going on here, a lot of debating, I guess we'll call it here, going on in chat, so I'm just listening. As we'll come back to green, the fresher tires on the outside of Ricky Springer, ironically, a Jerry chance going on in my ears. That's kind of funny. Dylan Glass, Robert Lukens, J.W. Miller, more fresh tires there in the fifth position as the sun comes out. And we go back racing here at lap number 82, and Tanner's on it, caught Dylan Glass sleeping. Dave, I think Dylan Glass has pulled a Wilms, I think. Is he stuck in the wrong gear? As here comes the 51 for the lead, the 19 pushing him down the backstretch. And finally, Ricky Springer back to the front, going to bring Colton Zimmer with him. Zimmer going to go to second, Tanner Long going backwards. Oh, one truck getting loose. The 73 is in the inside wall. Trying to get to him. There he is. Bryson Clark is smacked that inside wall. No caution. Let's see real quickly if we can go back and see what happened here as we roll that beautiful bean footage. Ooh, inside wall. Hard contact. I will talk to Sam about that. Nice. That is awesome. Ricky Springer, fastest lap of the race just now, a 23:22 as he starts to put distance out here. Ricky, of course, a student at UNOH up in Ohio, University of Northwestern Ohio, right? UNOH, yeah. As Bryson Clark on pit road getting that damage fixed, so a bad night for him, unfortunately, after a good start. And not to humbly brag this one, but if you remember when I was setting my fantasy lineup earlier, I had Bryson Clark in my lineup, but it was too much money, so I had to drop down to another driver. Down the back straightaway, there's J.W. Miller up in the 5th position. J.W. doing a good job so far. That's not the camera I was trying to, that's the camera I was trying to pick. Not sure why my camera is so zoomed out, but I'll take it. I think whoever installed these cameras in these trucks messed it up for me. As he goes to the inside of Robert Lukens here in that 33. Now, for those who might be curious, I'll go ahead and admit this. If you're like, wait a minute, isn't there a press box up there at the top of the stand? Yes, there is. I actually have some of the graphics turned down purposely to help the stream out. So you might notice in some camera angles you see some things missing. As Ike Avachi's been turned in turn 4. Caution is out, and he is backed into the wall. Oh, a good run gone bad for the 13. Fifth caution comes out. And Travis definitely not happy with somebody. And we're going to find out who that somebody is very, very shortly as soon as I find the rec in my replay thing here. I have a little record thing here in my corner of my screen that usually I can work with, but it's not cooperating that well tonight. Sometimes you just got to scroll back down and start over. Here it is. So Travis Icavachi, what happens to him? He's got Laxton behind him here. Travis gets to, Justin gets to his inside here. Whoa! And he hooks him. Oh my! Now, that is interesting. Let's look at it one more again. So Laxton gets a run on the inside here. Travis moves down to protect the lane, and Justin just hooks him. I don't know. That that's going to make somebody unhappy, I would say, and that is one smashed up beer can, unfortunately. Fifth caution is out. All right, let's go over what we got going on here. The rest of the week, broadcasting wise. Sorry, I'm listening to a chat, but a little chat going on with Ikavachi and Laxton right now. They're going to talk after the race about it, apparently. But with that being said, tomorrow night's the only broadcast we have left the rest of the week. Pretty much all the series that I broadcast for are taking the weekend off because of the 24 Hours of Daytona. So basically tomorrow night we'll have the Short Track Super League. There are 2 races from, if I remember correctly off the top of my head, we are going to be at USA Speedway. And there's one other track in Florida, and I cannot remember off the top of my head. I can't remember. But anyways, join us tomorrow night. Super late models and Tour Modified Series racing tomorrow night on Captain TV starting at 8:15. So we'll get that in, and then we'll be off the rest of the weekend. I'll be racing in the 24 along with a bunch of others, and if you are, we wish you the best of luck in that series. I'll be at a LMP2 car, which, by the way, if you didn't see the announcement earlier, I'll go ahead and post it up on the screen one more time really quickly while we come back to the green. But this right here for you. We will have a road course series coming to you on Tuesday nights in the near future, probably after February. You could be a part of that'll feature road course cars from the GT3s and LMP2 cars and stuff. So for details, be ready in February. They'll have some recruiting races for that. All right, pace car going to come off turn 4 here. We'll go back to racing at lap number 94. And Ricky Springer leading Colton Zimmer, and he gets caught napping a little bit here as we go back racing. Just over 60 laps to go, 65 to be exact. Still one more stop to get to the finish. Now, one truck we should mention right here, the man that dominated this race early, is worked his way back up to the 6th position, Christopher Dean. As J.W. Miller makes the pass for the 4th position over Robert Lukens, who almost clips the wall. Look at Springer. He is trying to run away. You know, this race definitely took a turn back at the first round of pit stops around lap number 50. Truck started coming to pit road, and a caution came out right in the middle of the pit stops and shook this field up like a game of Yahtzee. As Dean all over the back bumper of J.W. Miller now for the 5th position. Trying to put some pressure on JW. Their drives it really deep into the corner. Definitely different ways you can drive this track. I'm actually one that breaks really early into a corner to let the car kind of ride in there and then drive off really hard coming off. Dean, you hear him, just watch how deep he drives in there and he's on the brake. Oh, on the back bumper. Nothing wrong with that, just people's style of racing. JW going to put pressure on the 19 now for 3rd. Springer out to a 1.3 second lead right now on the field. This is the best battle on the track right here. All these guys here in this little battle, about 4 or 5 trucks here, about 2 seconds back. We look back. Now Rockingham, one of those tracks that actually has different types of banking. Over there in turn 1, you were just at 24 degrees of banking there. Over here in turn 3, it's 22 degrees of banking. Can't really tell a difference much, but turn 1 is actually a more tighter radius corner. Turn 3 and 4 more sweeping, as here comes JW for third position. Gonna get tight. There he goes. JW going to go back for third. Going to bring Dean with him for fourth. And Zimmer just going to try to get fifth here and stay in line. So 5 cautions in this race so far. From what I'm seeing here, it looks like we have 27 trucks still on track. Ike Abachi off track, Bryson Clark, Alan Best, Chris Evans, Chip Park, Seth Robbins, Blaine Sparling all off the track. Ryan Nardone, you might notice him down there in 35th. He did not start the race. He is actually the admin. Sean Peachin's made it back on track, unfortunately off the pace there in that 21 truck. As Dean all over the back bumper now of Miller. We look from up above. Appreciate all the viewers watching tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, please. And caution has come out. And it looks like it could be Robert Johnson in the 9. He's involved. Robert got a torn up Menards truck. And I think Eric Burrill is the other one. Eric goes down and oh, he cleans them out. Cody Beatty involved. The 1's involved. Eric just sent it down there into turn 1, unfortunately, and watch one more time here. It just cleans him out. Wow. Beatty gets a piece. The 1 of Marshall goes in there. Well, yeah, caution out for the 6-time leaders on pit road. And here goes Drift through pit road again. Yeah, the blinkers is me, actually, not them. That just happens because of just all the trucks I have out here still. As Springer's going to win the race off pit road, it'll looky again. Tanner Long staying out, working the strategy and the tires. I'm sure if I talked to him again, he'd probably say I'm an idiot still. That's what he said earlier. William Martin watching. And Cody Beatty still on pit road, and he's going to get out of there in the IamSecond.com Chevy. Yeah, once this new computer shows up here, I cannot wait to not have these issues anymore. If I told you how much hair I'd pull out, you would know I'm lying, because if you know me, I don't have hair. I do around my side of my head, but not on top. All right, so Tanner Long leads as we have less than 50 laps to go with Drift there in second. That's Jacob Gladulich, for those who don't know. Ricky Springer, Dylan Glass, Christopher Dean now up to fifth. Colton Zimmer, J.W. Miller, Zach Allman, Robert Lukens, Noah Maori. For those who have not or who are playing in the Fantasy League, hopefully you guys are doing well tonight. I can tell you that if you remember my picks that I showed you in the middle of the at the end of qualifying, I made 4 picks. Right now, I have 3 of them in the top 10. The 4th one, unfortunately, was just involved in the wreck. All right, pace car going to pull off. Tanner Long, who tried this strategy earlier, stayed out and at least ran pretty well. And he's staying out again as they only have 4 sets of tires. So I'm pretty sure everybody's down to 1 right now, except for Tanner, who might have 2. But he's going to bring that fish bite Chevrolet off of turn 4, and he's going to take the green flag. Springer with a pretty good start, and here comes that inside line. They're almost 3 wide down into turn 1. That's kind of scary looking. This track is not made for 3 wide as Glass gets loose. Club saving a beauty by the 16. And now they're 3 wide again. Here comes Allman. And looking up to second place, here comes Dean on a mission. Can he catch the 51 and pass him? Uh-oh. Truckee blinking on my end. None of that, guys. We were behaving earlier. 20 fastest lap of the race just now by Ricky Springer, 23:14. None of that. Everything was behaving earlier. Let's see who that is on pit road. Dylan Thomas on pit road, unscheduled pit stop for the 12. There he is in the 24th position right now. So there's Dylan Glass, Tanner Long, J.W. Miller back here. Miller going to try to get through these couple of trucks here to get up there and run for this win. How many trucks are still on track here? 27. I'm going to make one quick edit real quick since this is happening again. That should tighten it up real quickly. All right. So JW's gone by Tanner. Zach Allman's gone by. There goes Robert Lukens by. And here comes the 53 of Justin Laxton inside of Tanner Long. This is for 8th. Laxton with a good comeback run, even though that truck has had better nights. 99 of William Calhoun, otherwise known as Keith. Oh, that got tight. There's Maori going by, so Tanner Long unfortunately fallen like a rock. The lead for Springer up to 0.8 of a second over Dean right now. See Ben Pearson at 46. Team Slinger truck, he's going to go by. Here comes the 2 truck of Michael Manberg, Sam Barnes. We haven't met Deputy Barnes. I haven't said his name all night. There's the other Martin Luther King tribute, by the way. Tonight we're paying tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King. Of course, we paid tribute, of course, on Monday. And we had a Chris Evans paint earlier. I didn't get a chance to show this one tonight, but there's Deputy Barnes and his number 22 Black Horizon Ford with that tribute scheme to Martin Luther King. Of course, this is the Black Horizon Truck Series. You can check out GreatLakesSimRacing.com, their website there, for league information and stuff like that, including their fantasy league that I mentioned a few seconds ago. One truck of Anthony Marshall going a lap down there. You see Sean Peachin up here, also the 40 truck Tyler Brewer and that Busch Beer smashed up can. Or Busch Light, I should say. $35 laps to go next time by. Should be close on fuel. I think they can make it. Up to the 14th position right now. We're right on board with Calhoun, season 1 champion right here. Calhoun and Zach Ballman, the Ace Motorsports guys, they have won both championships so far and both had pretty tight battles. And I expect season 3 to be just the same here as we complete the first 2 races of the season here. Daytona last week, a wild one, and the Rock tonight living up to its name. Next week, we will go to Charlotte Motor Speedway. 123 laps around the mile-and-a-half track. You can see that race, of course, next Wednesday night at 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll take the green flag from Charlotte, so we'll stay right here in North Carolina the whole time. So Springer leads by 1.7 seconds over Christopher, or I'm sorry, it's 0.8 seconds over Christopher Dean. It's 1.7 back to Colton Zimmer in the 3rd position. Dalen Glass holding strong in 4th. And then J.W. Miller in 5th. And there's Calhoun, just went by Zach Allman for the 6th position. So Calhoun starting to work his way up through the field. Update on Tanner Long, as here he is in the 17th position now as Blaine Sparling comes up on the back bumper. Him, Blaine has not had a good run at all. He is 30th right now, multiple laps down after being involved in an accident earlier in this race. There is Springer, who's led the most laps this evening, the UNOH student. And as you look right now, you see Dean is starting to work him in. Down to 0.5 of a second right now as we ride. Oh, 3 wide up ahead there. That's scary looking. Looks like cooler heads prevail. Somebody's beat me to it. I don't think, was a quote, I don't think 3 wide in turn 2 is a good idea. No, it's not. 2 wide in turn 2 is not a good idea sometimes. Turn 4, you see it down to 0.4 of a second. Aero is going to play a role here. No, what you're seeing is it's just at times when I click on the name because of how many cars I have selected and stuff. It's just the lag smoke, they call it. That's all it is. Nobody's locking up. Just because of the trucks I'm showing or people blinking like this. Just called lag smoke. So the 48 to the back bumper of the 51 here as they have 25 laps to go. They'll come up on the back bumper of the 55 of Timothy Daly, who runs 19th, about a lap down. So Timothy's not had the best run, but he's been out there just holding strong and trying to stay out of trouble as much as possible, and he is going to go 2 laps down here in that green, yellow, and gray and white 55. Oh, we're up to 27. Are we going to get to 30? Are we going to get there? I think the highest we've gotten to is 29 once. And that was during a IndyCar race on a Monday night. Now, obviously, as we continue to grow as a league and a broadcast group, we expect to, especially when this new computer goes in, I can see our viewer numbers going up. So 22 laps to go. Dean and Springer working lap traffic here. Let's go back to this battle here. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Dylan Glass has lost 3rd to J.W. Miller, so he's now 4th. And the 21 of Sean Peachin has gone around and brought out the caution on the back straightaway. Sean up in smoke. Let's see what happens. Sean and Laxton, I think, are going to get up maybe to 33 of Lukens. A little bit of net code there, and Sean smacks the wall. Let's see this again. That definitely was a little bit of net code there. Just the way Sean's truck jumped. That's where, I mean, obviously it might not be net code contact. But let's watch here how Sean's truck jumps off the 33. But there is contact there. And bam, into the wall hard as we got leaders to pit road. This could be big right here, so let's jump to it. The battle for pit road. Dean, first truck in the pit stall here. Let's look for Springer. He's back there. Here comes Springer. Dean's just got to roll out. Oh, Springer got him big time. Dean going to be 2nd. J.W. Miller 3rd, and we have trucks that have stayed out. Looks like the 41 of Drift. The 41 at Drift is leading, and I'm listening. There's a situation right now. The 48 is being black flagged by iRacing for speeding on pit road, but apparently he blipped or something on screen, and it gave him a speeding penalty coming off of pit road. Oh my gosh. Just listening to the audio here. So Dean is going to restart in the back. So basically, let's see if I can get to the pit stop. Let's go back to it here. So watch Dean as he leaves. Unfortunate deal for Christopher Dean. If I can get back to it real quick before we go green here. Come on. So Dean, let's see. So basically, he's just got to get to that green stripe. So, I mean, he can't get to 40 mile an hour that quick. So I don't know. That's a tough break from iRacing on that deal there. But Drift is going to be the leader here with 17 to go. Ricky Springer second on fresh tires. He's the first truck on fresh tires, not JW. And JW in third. And look at the inside lane. They'll get checked up here. Ooh, Drift got tight. And just like that, that's what old tires does right there. It just gets you gobbled up. Now, Drift might be saving him for a few laps here, and then all of a sudden, he goes and gets fresh tires if another yellow comes out. Could be his deal. Or he may be out of tires contact right where Drift is. And I think they saved it. So Christopher Dean had to restart all the way back in the 20th position. So he is likely not to win this race, unfortunately. So for a second straight week, we might have ourselves a first-time winner in the Black Horizon Truck Series. Last week it was the 73 of Bryson Clark. And Ricky Springer, Colton Zimmer, your top two. Neither of them have gone to victory lane. And that time by Springer, 23:08. Fastest lap of the race. As J.W. Miller all over the back bumper of the 19 for second. JW trying to get his nose underneath there, see if he can get a little bit of clean air. That 19 doing a great job of just running that yellow line, which is the way to get around here. Christopher Dean up to the 14th position as he worked his way from that black flag penalty, the EOL, for speeding on pit road as he comes up on the back of Trajembo. And trouble up ahead. Zach Allman has spun. The champion has gone around. Right in front of everybody. Allman's not having a good start to his third season here. Did not have a good finish in Daytona, and here at the Rock, having some issues. And Dylan Glass on his back bumper and kind of hooks him. A little bit of a tank slapper. Nice job by Zach to keep it off the wall. Let's look at it one more time here as soon as I can get back to the replay again. And we'll go on board with Dylan here. That's not Dylan. This is Dylan. And there's the contact. All right, so remember earlier the sets of tires, and I mentioned a couple guys who stayed out earlier. Let's look on pit road right now because Tanner Long and Drift are on pit road. And I'm assuming to get that last set of tires for them. So the strategy coming into work now. Now, is it going to help them a lot? Maybe. Are they going to win the race? Probably not. But they'll be able to gain spots out of it. But up front, it is the 51 of Ricky Springer. Lucky dog of Eric Baril going by. And he is in the 21st position. Again, next week, Charlotte Motor Speedway, Wednesday night. We'll have that broadcast for you here at 8:45-ish. Tomorrow night, the last broadcast we'll have of the week before we get ready for the 24 Hours of Daytona race this weekend. The 5th iRacing 24 Hours of Daytona. I believe I've run in 3 of them, so all but last year. And that includes the 24-hour preload we did, or prelim we did back that first year. They actually did 2 24-hour races like 2 weeks apart. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to stream when I'm running the 24 because, as you see, I have a hard enough time broadcasting for 34 trucks. So put out there 40-something cars with how many drivers in each car, and we'll just so. So 8 cautions, not so bad tonight. 160 laps. All right, going to get a green flag here with 5 laps to go, 5 miles. No, I'm not racing all 24 hours. I got other teammates with me. I'll be on the LMCgear.com team with Jim Herrick, and I don't remember exactly who, because we had 2 teams. I think I have Jim Herrick, and right now I think there's only 3 or 4 of us. There's not many of us, so I'm going to be racing plenty of hours Friday and Saturday. All right, here we go. Ricky Springer going to lead him to the green here. Pace car going to pull off. Front 2 have never won a race in the Black Horizon Truck Series. Will that change here in 5 laps as Springer gets a great jump? And here comes J.W. Miller to second. Calhoun up to 4th. Calhoun going to try for third here on Zimmer. Not able to get the run to work there. 4 laps to go. Chris Evans going to run the M4. Good car. Oh, Calhoun got pushed to the apron. And that made the middle of the pack here check up big time. That was a huge block. Miller trying. He's got it down to 0.6 of a second. 2 laps to go. Hey, we're up to 27 again. All he's got to do is get to the white flag, and we will be at the final lap. Off of turn number 4, final lap here at The Rock as we pay tribute tonight to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Of course, the holiday was Monday. And this series decided tonight they wanted to pay homage to a man that changed a lot of history. And tonight we're going to make history. A second straight first-time winner in the Black Horizon Truck Series. It is Ricky Springer winning at The Rock. JW second. Colton Zimmer going to get third. And look at this. Calhoun is not happy with Zimmer. If he could jump out of his truck right now, I'm pretty sure he would. And Lukens is going back the other way. Let's go back and he just actually said, quote, "That's the one I give you." Let's see if we can find the block. We'll let you guys make the call here. So Calhoun gets the run there into turn 1 there. He gets back in line. That's the good thing about having the ears on. I can hear everything. Watch this. Calhoun has the run. Look at that move. Very defensive. Calhoun still trying. Down and all the way to the apron. And it almost creates a wreck behind him. We'll let you be the judge on that one. But Springer celebrating and pulls right into victory lane. No, you don't need any donuts. What donuts? All right. So we're going to step away real quickly here, and I am going to get everything set up for victory lane. And we will come back, if I can get the right thing up on my screen here. We'll come back, and we will talk to our winner as Springer's got his first career Black Horizon Truck Series win as you're watching Captain TV. All right, back we are here at the Rock, Rockingham Speedway, Rockingham, North Carolina, as we wrap up race number 2 of the season. And Ricky Springer has gone to victory lane. We will show you the final results up there up top, the unofficial results for the race and where everyone finished. And we will go and talk to our winner. There is Ricky, and we'll move him up here to the old broadcast booth. As Ricky joins us, Ricky, we got to talk a little bit last week from Daytona. Ricky, congratulations. We talked at Daytona, and here we are now talking at the Rock. As you had things work out for you, pitch strategy-wise, and just some great racing out there in the front, and you find yourself in victory lane tonight.
Together, but me and JW had a great run there at the end. He was catching me a little bit because I had burned off my stuff early in that run. So it was good though. It was a blast.
Yeah, you mentioned some of the racing there with JW up there in the front, and you and Dean had a great run up there in the front for a little bit. Just talk about obviously only your second start here in the series. You've had a couple of recruiting races, but how much fun is it to be able to get up there and be able to trust these guys when you're racing with them?
It's great. There was a lot of outside moves I had made off of restarts there. Coming towards the end of the race, and having that trust with the guys and the respect level to be able to run on the outside of someone and them not wash up into you, was great. And this is a good group of guys. I mean, you saw that with Daytona, and everybody racing clean and not having a caution. And then the Rock, we had some cautions, which is to be expected. But I mean, it was a fairly clean race for everybody.
The strategy there in the first pit stop kind of turned things topsy-turvy there. Did you feel like maybe you might not have a chance at this thing, or was it one of those things where you knew you just had to keep fighting?
At that point, I knew I had to keep fighting. I mean, I got a great restart after that caution, and it was wonky how it ended up working out. But the new tires they just meant so much at the Rock. So you go out there on newer tires, you run a half a second faster than everybody else. So the newer tires definitely came into play there, and I thought it was over at that point, but I wasn't quite going to give up. And a lot of guys felt the same way, and Chris even drove his way back up, but unfortunately had some more bad luck on his side.
Well, great job on your end tonight, Ricky. Congratulations. Now a winner in the Black Horizon Truck Series, and that's something that'll get you some momentum as you go to Charlotte next week. Give some shout-outs whoever you'd like to, bud.
Yeah, I just want to thank Podium Esports for being on the car. They do a great job over there. Of course, I work with them as well. I want to thank my college, University of Northwestern Ohio, for being on the car, and just everybody else, my teammates Justin and Ben, for being out there and having a good group of guys to go out and race with week in and week out.
Well, fantastic job tonight. Congratulations on the win. Go and celebrate, and we will see you a couple hours away here next week in Charlotte.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. That is your winner, Ricky Springer, celebrating his first career win. Ricky, if you want to move yourself, you can go ahead and do that. I'll get JW up here, and we will talk to him as JW gets his second top 10 of the season. I'm sure that's something he'll be able to celebrate. A good start to a season for a man that came oh so close to winning the championship last season. But he's got another shot at it this season. JW, great second place finish for you. It wasn't easy because you had to fight your way up through the field with the different strategies, and of course that first pit stop that kind of mixed everything all up. But you were able to keep it up there and get yourself a second place run.
Yeah, we got caught behind there. We just came out of the pits when the caution came out, but luckily, we came back around, and we had to fight from back. I think 13th that time, and then I think from 9th again after another not good. Or I think we pitted and some other people didn't, but yeah, it was just a lot happened for me in that race, so kind of hard to unpack.
Well, to be able to start a season off, though, with 2 top tens, of course, a sixth last week in Daytona, and now you come back with a second place run tonight, you couldn't ask for a better start other than maybe winning both races.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely all about taking advantage of the tracks that you're good at, and this is a 1 mile track, so it's right up my alley for really good finishes. So I'm glad that I was able to take advantage of that today.
Now, last season, of course, you won that first race at Talladega, so a little bit different. Uh, a little bit different setting where you are right now in the points, but talk about some of the things you've learned so far from last season that you're bringing to this season that is helping you have the success you've had so far.
Yeah, I think it's really important to have the right strategy going into the race, knowing when you're going to need to pit, and just overall knowing where you need to be at the right time. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's just luck being in the right place at the right time and not being behind the main pack where there could be a caution and catch you up in it. But yeah, um, definitely feeling pretty confident with the strategies that we've been having here recently.
Well, you did a great job tonight, and another great finish for you. Send shout out to whoever you'd like to, bud.
Yeah, shout out to you. Really excited to see your broadcasting come into a thing of its own, and it's really great to have such a good guy uh, on our USRC team, admin team. But yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to Travis for putting on the league. I love coming every week. And shout out to everybody else.
10-4. Money is in the mail, and we will talk next week.
Alrighty, have a good one.
You too, brother. J.W. Miller there, finishing in the second position. And just to say, I was joking about the whole money thing. I didn't pay him to say that. But we'll move him out, and we'll get Colton Zimmer in here. Colton had a nice run. I'll just put him there. Hopefully, you don't mind. Let's see if I can find Colton. He's not up there. Is Colton even here? Colton might not be even here. Oh, there's Colton. He's up here in the main chat. Let's see. So we'll bring Colton down in here, who finished in the third position. Colton, a fantastic run for you. You also, like JW, had a top 10 run last week at Daytona. You back it up with a third place tonight on your side. Let's talk about your race. You had a pretty exciting one.
Yeah, during the first run, I didn't have much practice going into the race, so my car was a bit off, or I was just a bit off. But during that second run, I got it back together, and then ever since then, we just ran inside the top 5. And then coming to like 2 to go, we had a bit of a scandal, but me and the 99 worked it out there. So pretty good race overall, coming home P3.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit. I know he wasn't too thrilled, it seemed like, about it from what I heard, but was it just a matter of you just trying to keep that position to not get yourself shuffled back, or was it one of those you felt that you were going to be able to hold him off in the corner? Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so in 1 and 2, I clipped the apron, and so down the backstretch, I kind of moved down a lane and a half before he even got to my bumper. And then entering the corner, if I got punted, I wouldn't have been mad because I blocked at a short track. It's expected. But then he just decided he thought the corner was earlier and went below the apron, and instead of punting me, as he didn't want to wreck me, but we talked it over after the race. He was only heated for a couple minutes.
Which is a good thing. But now, Colton, man, nice job. You ran up in the top 5 all race. Of course, much like others, you got shuffled with the pit stops there early in that race, but you worked your way up through the field, kept the truck fairly clean. So great job on that, and send shout outs to whoever you want to.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Peak Performance Motorsports, Total Advantage Motorsports Academy, Ankney Sanitation, and Kowobi, sorry if I said that wrong, who helped me pay for my entry in this league. So,
Wow. Well, great job, and congratulations on your second top 10 and 2 career starts, and we'll see you next week in Charlotte.
thank you.
Absolutely. Colton Zimmer joining us. Yeah, great job on his part, and yeah, we move on from there. So there we go. We put the rock in the past as we move on to Charlotte Motor Speedway next week after a wild race. You know what? I got to do this. We haven't had a chance to do this season. Is he in here is the question. I got to talk to him. I don't see him, though. I don't think Keith is in here. I was going to find out what was for dinner tonight. But anyways, Keith is not in here, so might not be too thrilled with how the race finished or whatever. But one thing, actually I won't be able to do, but I can say off the top of my head, let's look at the picks I made. Remember earlier tonight I made picks for my 4 fantasy drivers. Of course, you can be a part of the fantasy league. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up right now here on my internet, so give me a second here. I'm going to take this off the screen. It's going to take a second for this to load because, again, as you might have heard, my computer's not the best thing in the world. If I can get to it. Come on, Internet. Cooperate with me. Of course, it's not going to cooperate. All right, here we go. It's going to take a minute, but we'll get it there. You know, I don't need the race anymore, so I can go ahead and close that out. And of course, now 2 windows are opening, but I'm going to slowly matriculate myself to GreatLakesSimRacing.com. We don't need this anyway. And here's the awesome website, by the way, it's been put together. You can check this out. You click right over here on Fantasy Pick'em. So if you want to join us right now, follow me over here, and all you got to do is sign in like I did. And here's my sign in. Bada bing, bada boom. You don't know my password, so you're not going to steal it. And if you remember correctly, I picked all these guys that are in here. You got Blank Talking Sim Racing. This is, I'm assuming this is after Daytona, maybe, or I don't know if this is from tonight or not. But anyways, it's pretty much all the drivers picking themselves. Didn't, what's his name get in trouble for that? But let's see if it shows my picks from. Yeah, here are my 4 picks for tonight. So Calhoun was my 1 pick. Calhoun finished in the top 5. J.W. Miller, top 5. I had Cody Beatty, who finished, I think, 20th or so, and then Justin Laxton, who I believe top 10. I thought I had Dean, but I didn't. So there were my 4 picks. So I had a pretty good night. So there you go. I'm pretty proud of myself. Make sure you go join us for next week, and we'll have some fun at Charlotte with that going on. So, all right, I'm off for the night. You guys, go enjoy your Wednesday night. We'll come back tomorrow night and do it all over again as we get ready for the Short Track Super League to invade. I believe they are at USA Speedway tomorrow night, and I cannot remember for the life of me the other track that we're going to be at. I know it's in the state of Florida because we're doing 2 Florida races tomorrow night, so that should be a lot of fun, and I cannot wait for that. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate the kind words there. Robert Smith, Black Horizon Brewing Company. Drink one for me, please, and one of these days I'll get one of your beers, and we'll say cheers to that. But otherwise, let's go home and let's enjoy ourselves a Wednesday evening, and I'm going to get ready to go deliver some more packages tomorrow. And as I always like to say, this isn't just a game, it's iRacing. See ya!